Hi there, my name is Ian, otherwise known as LeGiff on Twitter, and a lot of people know me as a foodie. Not quite a chef or anything like that, but I really have a lot of fun with my food. And today I want to show you something that I really enjoy cooking. Don't do it too often. It's probably not the healthiest thing for you. We're going to deep fry it. But today we're going to make Southwest egg rolls, which has a variety of vegetables and done just like you would find any egg rolls in a Chinese food restaurant. So the very first thing I've done some prep work already. Chopped up some red onion, okay? I've got about 3 or 4 cloves of garlic that I've chopped up. I had a half a green pepper in the fridge. If I had yellow or red pepper, I would use that normally for some color, just a different color. But then I've got some clean seeded jalapeno, all right, about 4 of them that I'm going to throw in there as well. And all of this is going to get sauteed up in some. And then the other 2 ingredients are black bean and whole kernel corn. I prefer like a yellow corn or something like that. And it's just standard canned corn. All right, and so that's the basis. We've got some spices. I'll show you what I'm putting in after that. Yeah, this is the start of the Southwest egg rolls. So now what we're going to do is we're going to saute up the onions, get everything softened up, the garlic, the peppers, and mix in some spices, some lime juice, and then after that we got to let it cool. So let me show you what we're going to do here. All right, here we go. So there's my stuff. I got it on about medium heat. Got some olive oil in there. Of course, you know you don't want to heat up your olive oil too much, as olive oil has a pretty low smoking point. It'll start to burn on you pretty quick. So. And we'll just get all the peppers and onion and garlic in there. My trusty wooden spoon. Okay, so we'll get that softened up. And while that's happening, I'm going to chop up my cilantro and get that ready to throw in. Probably won't throw that in until a bit later, but I just keep them in the pan until they soften up a bit, and then we'll be ready for the next phase. I'm going to use about half this bunch, I think. I'll just cut that right there. And I find for me the best thing to do is kind of roll it up and then cut into it that way. You can tell I'm not a chef because I don't cut like one. And I'm sure there's all kinds of chefs out there watching me do this going, he's going to cut a finger off. Well, I haven't yet. I've still got all my digits, so I think I'm doing okay. We'll just chop it pretty, not too fine. Want good chunks, you know, but you don't want big chunks of stem in there either.
Or finger.
Or chunks of finger, as my buddy Jimmy points out. All the vegetables getting warmed up there, softened up. My peppers and onions and stuff like that. So now I'm going to add some spices. Standard good old black pepper, fairly coarse, not too bad. Put some of that in there. And I've got some salt, so put that in there. A little bit of chili powder. You'll find that most North American chili powders aren't just straight chili. There's stuff like cumin in there and coriander and whatnot. Got to be careful with some of them too because they have added salt. So you don't want to add too much salt to the mixture. It'd just be too much. All right. So I've got pepper, and then the pièce de résistance is some chipotle powder right here. And this is pure stuff. I don't want to use too much. This was given to me by a friend who supplies restaurants with spices, and some of the purest and highest grade chipotle I've used. So if you use too much, you're going to be smoking everybody out. So be careful. Okay, so this is where I'm going to add some lime juice to kind of meld the vegetables and the spices all together there, okay? All right. If you have the bottled lime juice, that'll do too. Splash in, it gives it a nice flavor. And I'll just get the spices all blended in there. All right, now I'll add my beans and corn. And get that all mixed up together. We'll heat that through with the cilantro. And just get the rest of that in there. Finish that lime off and we're good. So I've got that all heated through. That's all the vegetables with the cilantro and some spices and stuff like that. And that's gonna go, and I'm just gonna sit that aside and let it cool down for a while. Probably take about 45 minutes to an hour. The next thing we're going to do is prepare our egg roll wraps. And these are one of the last things you want to take out of the fridge because they tend to go pretty dry pretty quick if they're left out in the air. So keep them sealed up till the last minute, but they still take a little work. So what you have to do is, for lack of a better term, fluff them up. Just kind of separate the egg rolls because they can stick together, and they're pretty. It's supposed to be pretty thin. This one's got an edge somewhere. There we go. And yeah, so you want to peel them apart and kind of loosen them all up, so that while you're creating or preparing the egg rolls themselves, that they're pretty easy to work with, okay? Because your fingers are gonna be getting sticky with egg yolk and stuff like that, so you'll want to separate these all beforehand. There's about 22 a pack. Okay, so now we're at the most fun part of this. Well, not quite. Deep frying is pretty fun. So this is where we're going to make the egg roll itself. And so you just lay it out square. There's a couple ways you can make these egg rolls. You can do it the corner to corner way and then roll up your edges, and then do a little seal with the egg yolk. And it tends to make them a little shorter, and but it tucks the ends in, so you know the cheese and whatnot doesn't fall out so much. But doing this with the egg yolk, doing it square, works just as well. You take about a tablespoon full of the mixture, a little more than that, and take some of the cheese mix, put it all over the filling, and then take your pastry brush, go across the front a bit here, and then down the sides, and you're going to be folding these over, kind of rolling everything together. And then this side is going to come up and seal. This will seal. And that, you'll seal that. Pinch it all real good. And then your egg roll is going to look like that. Put it on a plate to sit and go to the next one. Now these egg rolls, these are like the perfect party thing. If you got guys coming over to watch a hockey game or something like that, you can prepare them up ahead, heat them up in the oven a bit, and then serve them up. Serve them up with whatever you want. You can use it like a chipotle dressing or something like that, chipotle sauce to dip them in. Chipotle sauce, or you can maybe use some sour cream or salsa for dipping them in or putting on the Southwestern egg rolls themselves. This is where we get to deep fry the egg rolls. Once again, remember to be very safe. Keep your fingers out of the oil. Nobody wants burnt fingers. And we should be able to fit probably 3 of these in this deep fryer at a time. Okay, so those are going to take a few minutes, and of course keep an eye on them. You don't want them getting too brown. Nice golden brown. And make sure you have a plate with some paper towel for it to drain onto. You can use if you don't have one of those electric deep fryers is, you know, a deep skillet like this, and you put about that much oil in it to get to that line. Can you see? Yeah, a couple inches, not too deep. Just want it enough to cover half of the egg roll itself, and then you flip it over when it starts to get brown, and you can keep turning it till it's done. Okay, so the first batch of these egg rolls are done, and we're going to take one. Cut it open for you. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at all that cheesy goodness. Steaming, jalapeno and beans. Oh, now we get to taste it. That's good. Nice kick. If you find that it's got too much heat for somebody, then you just take a little spoonful of sour cream, put it on the plate, right on the egg roll. Really good. Good kick. Boys will love them. Cook them up. Enjoy. Have fun. Thanks for watching. Want some fat cap? I thought so. Not for you, huh? Want a bean? Have a bean.
This would teach them how to groove.
1,
Cheers, all.
2, 3, hit!
All right, let's get acquainted. Let's get acquainted.
Hello there.
Let's get acquainted.
From the bass perspective.